Hi guys, this is Leah Flahinata here, and I just wanted to make this video because I've been thinking a lot about it, and I think that it's been on a lot of my Twitter mutuals' minds as well, and just I feel like creatives in general, we are all thinking, why am I not being creative? And I made this video because I want to say that it's okay to not be creative. You don't have to create anything during this time because you're putting all of your energy, all of your mental effort into just being able to survive another day. Everything that you're doing, just waking up in the morning, doing your job if you're still working, going out just to get groceries, it's a perilous time, and the pandemic is weighing on our minds in every step of the way, and I think that is why it's okay for us to not be creative. So I came up with 3 tips that I think will help with kind of getting back into the creative mood if that's what you choose, but I don't think that it's necessary. So my first tip is to not forget your tips. So my first tip is to take little steps. So every day you might wake up and think of something that you want to create or do. Maybe instead of trying to do the full cosplay on the first day or trying to start sewing on the first day, maybe you can just sketch something out, or maybe you can just work on the makeup. Take it step by step. And the kind of half step of this is that you don't even have to do anything creative or related to the goal that you have. So just doing monotonous things like doing a chore that you've been putting off for a couple months, or organizing an area that you've been wanting to do but you haven't. That kind of thing can set you in the right direction to getting your mind back into a creative mind space. Taking that step first, I feel like can really help. Second is don't compare yourself to others. Now, this is really easy to say because we are all in the era of social media where numbers and likes and followers can make us believe that we are more or less just because of the numbers on our page. But the truth is that we are all going through the same crisis, and we can't know what someone else's situation is. Your situation could be completely different from someone else's, and you may sit there thinking, well, why aren't I being creative? Everyone's going through the pandemic, but people handle stress in different ways. Everyone's stress levels right now are high, and some are higher than others. So you shouldn't feel like you can compare yourself to other people when you don't know what they're going through and they don't know what you're going through. So to any fans of creators, please don't feel like we aren't trying. Creators are very stressed during this time because we feel like we should be creating, but it's completely unrealistic to expect people who are going through this kind of stress to be able to create effectively. So don't feel like you have to compare yourself to others who are creating masterpieces. I think it's great that some are able to harness their stress and put that into a creative pursuit, but for others it's basically impossible, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. We all handle stress in different ways, and that's okay. Like, I think it's kind of a double-edged sword, right? You see people being creative, that inspires you, it inspires me, and then you feel bad because you're unable to get that same motivation and be creative. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's just something that we all need to either work up the energy slowly day by day to do maybe a few things that would make us feel good and productive, or just don't worry about it at all. It's okay to not be creative or productive during this time. And third is treat this thing seriously. This is not a staycation, a coronacation, or a vacation, or any of the ridiculous things that people are calling it. It is a pandemic. People are dying. So we might not have conventions, we might not have cosplay events, we might not be able to do photo shoots with our friends, but that's because it's serious. It's not just stay-at-home orders because they wanted to for fun. It's because this is a very serious sickness that could impact us all if we don't flatten this curve. So treat it the way it is. It's serious, and it's okay that it's weighing on your mind heavily. Like, you don't have to feel like it's lighter than it is because others aren't as stressed out about it. I mean, it's stressful, so it's okay to be stressed about it. It's very serious. You're doing your best, and that's what counts. And just know that even if no one else is there to cheer you on, I'm supporting you. I know that you're doing all you can, and if you ever feel like you're not being creative enough or you're not being productive enough, just remind yourself that you're doing everything you can day to day just to survive, just to live, and that's enough. So those are my tips. I just felt like I needed to get it out there because I personally felt pressure to be creative, and I think that pressure for me motivates me to create, but even under this kind of situation, it's kind of stunted me. And I think that being candid and honest about it is the best policy. So, I mean, I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments about how you've been dealing with creative slumps, how you've gotten over it, and any tips you could give to other people that I didn't include in this video, because those were just the ones that, I thought of. But I really appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully I'll be able to get out some creative content coming out in the next month or two. I've been wanting to do makeup tutorials. It's just I haven't had all the materials, resources. I can't get contacts right now, so it's been a time. I feel like I say that a lot, but it's certainly a time. Yes, thank you for watching. I will see you guys soon. Bye.